All right, so here's the first update that I promised you, and let's take a look at the numbers here. I've driven 11 miles from the gas station. Let's look at the odometer. The odometer reads 168, 678, right? So once again, we're 11 miles into this trip. I hit my first stretch of roadway where I'm doing 60 miles per hour because the speed limit is 55 here. And look at my current miles per gallon. And I'm gonna just let it sit here for a few seconds, if not a whole minute. Unfortunately, I think I see a street light coming up ahead, but I just wanted to show you guys what the miles per gallon is that I'm getting right now and what it looks like as it changes, because as soon as the car gets on the highway, you start seeing the miles per gallon calculate. And the reason is because, like I said, depending on your driving habits, whether you're doing city, local, or highway driving, your fuel economy and your fuel usage, your consumption is going to be different, slightly different. So that's why it's a little bit weird. You know, I started the video with you seeing that it said I was getting 15.3 miles per gallon, but that can be from one road that I took from a street light to my house, for example, right? It doesn't really tell the full picture of how many miles that I was getting per gallon for the entire day of driving. It just says for like the last few moments that it was calculating what, you know, whatever it was you were doing. So you always have to let the computer start fresh, give it a chance to get used to your driving condition of the moment. And now I see that my speed limit has just upgraded to 65 miles per hour, but we're gonna stay at 60. We have about 20 miles in this particular road until we get to our next crossroads. So I'm gonna try to just continue to record this while I go straight on this road here. Keep in mind I have no professional equipment. This video is definitely gonna be the long version that includes this clip. This is not gonna be in the short version of the story of before and after. So if you're watching this, you're watching the full bonus or full footage video that I prepared for you guys to see as many of the details as possible of the transition process and how my car went from getting 20.5 miles per gallon to whatever is today's final miles per gallon. And once again, for those of you watching, this is the third tank, or should I say this is the third full tank of gas with Fuel Factor X. After I finish putting together all these videos, I'm gonna do a recap, and in that recap I'll give some more of the details. I'll have them written down in front of me. So let's see, we're at 24.6 miles per gallon. Now, one of the things I can do if I wanted to, I can reset the computer right now that is calculating how many miles I'm getting per gallon, and you'll see how quickly it automatically calculates what the current miles per gallon is from the driving conditions. But I'm not going to do that because I've already done that once this morning, just so that I would get the computer to quickly start calculating how many miles I'm getting today, like right now. So we're at 24.8. See if I can get a better view of this. The car has a little bit of a vibration from the road, so like I said, no professional equipment here. I'm just using my bare hand. 24.8 is what you see right now. So it's like every mile or every half a mile you drive, the computer is able to calculate more and more and more how many miles per gallon you're getting until it's fully reached its peak optimized calculations. So we're at 24.8, and I just want to see if we get to 25. I'm gonna stop this video here because this was just supposed to be the initial, the initial welcome status update on what it is we're looking at and what we're expecting to see from the rest of today's drive, right? So this is like a 10-mile update, and then from here we'll do the usual 100-mile update, 200, 300 miles, and well, we don't know how many miles we're actually going to get by the end of the tank. So I would say 400 miles, but maybe it's going to be more today. So now that we see it says 25 miles per gallon, let's do one last thing. First, let me just show you the road here. You remember my stickers from the windshield. Okay, so let's take a look at how many miles per tank I have left to go until empty. So I'm going to press the button, and it's still telling me I have 326 miles to empty. Now, based on my current fuel economy, I don't think that I have only 326 miles to empty. I think I have more than that. And I guess it may take a little bit of time for this to recalculate. However, it would be good to start off where we see here it says that I have 326 miles to empty, and let's see what the actual odometer says. So 326 miles to empty, first of all, would be added to the 17 miles I've driven, right? So let's go to the odometer. 326 miles plus 168,684, right? That's what it's calculating. So we'll look at this later and see if that's correct. As you can see right now, I just noticed that the miles till empty has just climbed 1 mile from 326 to 327. So that's kind of crazy, right? That's because the computer takes some time to calculate. So let's go ahead and continue this drive. Let's do a quick check at the miles per gallon again before we cut this video. And as you can see now, we're up to 25.2. So it's still going up. So I'll see you guys at the next update. 100 miles. Should be nice and sunny by then. See you soon.